Hi guys, and welcome back to Life with Vicx. After 7 months of travelling through Central and South America and saying goodbye to my family in Costa Rica, I have stepped foot in my final country of this section of my trip, Guatemala. In this episode, I am in Lake Atitlán, where I visit the largest cultural market in Central America, Chichicastenago, and battle with the popular Lake Atitlan Sickness. Good morning, and welcome to Guatemala. I've been in Guatemala now for maybe just over a week. Then I got to Lake Atitlán, which is where I am now, maybe 3 days ago. Can't lie, I have been subject to the really bad belly pains that everybody complains about here. So yeah, I think I've had some food poisoning or E. coli or something, so still trying to recover. But very excitingly, this morning I am heading to the markets with my friend Josh. So Chichicastenango or Chichicastenango. We are gonna get a coffee, get something to eat, and then we're gonna get on the chicken bus over to Chichi Markets. I think it's gonna take us maybe about an hour and 45, something like that, and we've got to do one change. But I will see you when we're on the chicken bus, which will be an experience in itself, hopefully. But first, time for breakfast. So we have now arrived here after a touch and go moment. So I might have been quite ill again whilst we were waiting for the chicken bus. We had to wait 2 hours for the chicken bus. I don't know what we did wrong, but apparently we did something wrong. So we've managed to get here quite late, even though we woke up at 6:30. I think we got here about 12 o'clock. So we're just walking through now, and it is honestly huge, but it's so cool. There's so many different things. It's not like one of those markets where every stall is the same, which is really nice. But I will show you some of the shops. Hola. Hola. Back. So Josh, show us your first purchase.
Fantastic.
Oh, gorgeous. Lake Atitlán is a must-see destination here in Guatemala. It is lined with villages and towns filled with Maya culture and really, really beautiful buildings. I highly recommend getting a scooter and exploring some of the surrounding villages to really get a feel of this culture. It is also known as the deepest lake in Central America and is certainly one of the most beautiful. I mean, just look at those views. However, the infrastructure isn't the best here, so be really careful of the Atitlan stomach bug. One of the best ways to get around the lake is by taxi boat. They run really frequently and stop at most of the tourist destinations around the lake. You also get to take in the lake from the water, and the views are insane. We decided to take a trip to San Juan. Popular for its vibrant art and culture, here you can find local artisans that create all sorts of art, from paintings, weaving, textiles and so much more. It's definitely a must-see on your visit to Lake Atitlán. Morning. When we went to the markets, I really wasn't very well still, but the markets were really, really cool. I do highly recommend going if you do happen to find yourself here on a Thursday or a Sunday. I believe that this is the best place to go from, so Lake Atitlán. So we got 2 chicken buses, and on the way back we had to get 2 chicken buses and a boat. So yeah, that was a fun experience in itself. And then yesterday we went and got the boat to San Juan, and it was so beautiful. And I went into this shop and I saw this dress and I fell in love with it. So I started going in all the other shops to see if they had the same dress, because the first shop was way too expensive. It was real gringo prices. And I found this one woman, and she basically had the same dress but in long version, and I wanted it in a short version. So she custom like tailored it there and then, so I waited around for that, and she was so lovely. So I ended up actually paying more for the dress, but I just gave her some money for her baby. Unfortunately, I have been ill for most of the time, which is unfortunate, but we did have one day where it was really, really nice weather, and I just spent the day at the pool, and then the other days it was just kind of recovering from a hangover. So yeah, I will see you when we get to, it's my favorite cafe ever. It's called Sababa, and they do probably the best food in the whole of Lake Atitlán, from what I've seen anyway. After having raw chicken served twice, this was by far the best food. So let's go.
And that's it, guys. That's the end of my trip to Lake Atitlán, and next I'll be taking on the famous Chichicastenango volcano hike in Guatemala. So please do stay tuned if you enjoyed, and don't forget to tap the subscribe button, like and comment with your favourite part of Latin America, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.